What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our spec build you see behind us, and welcome back to snow. We had a couple days, it was 65 degrees and sunny, and now it's 25 and snowing again. So ton of updates today. It's only been a week and a half since I've walked through to give you guys an update. So much has happened. That's the fun thing about getting to the tail end of a project. Changes happen kind of quick. So on the outside, we replaced the freeze board, and that peak, and that peak. They got a little beat up when we did masonry. We didn't like the way they looked, so we opted to pull them off and have new ones put up. Gutters are finished now. We did black gutters coming down. I think we had a few of them on last time you guys were here, but they were not finished. And the other thing on the outside, still need to paint the door. We got the siding is now done out here, and it is all tuck pointed. That is completely finished. We have a custom hand railing being built to go on the wall here. And we have a hand railing in the garage that's gonna go here. Code says you gotta have them. Plus, it's a bit of a safety concern. It is kind of a far way down. So let's jump inside where the majority of stuff has happened. So as we come in, one of the first things you guys are gonna see is we have hand railings and newel posts going up. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the video, but all of the holes are drilled for the balusters. I'll kind of zoom in so you can see them. Baluster holes are in. Our caps are in. These still need to be polyed. They just got finished. And once that's done, we'll be able to put the balusters in, and then we are done with our stair adventure. The other part of the stair adventure that has been finished, we have hand railings going down to the basement. Again, code things, gotta have those. So last time you guys were in, we talked about what color we were gonna stain the beam, and there is the finished beam. I think it turned out awesome. The color looks great. I hope the GoPro does a good job at rendering the color correctly. You guys kind of already saw all this, except for the only thing that has changed here. The fireplace is fully operational, cleaned out, ready to go. We don't want to unwrap the mantle until we are completely done having people work in this space. We don't want any chips on it. So you guys see the scaffolding is still up behind me. That is because we still have to hang the fan, which will be done this week. We need to put the can lights in. Again, we're not using those bulbs. We just put them in for temporary light in here. And then we'll take the scaffold down. We'll set it up here so we can get that fixture hung that goes there. Outside of that, almost all of the light fixtures are in. I know you guys didn't see any last time you were here. So boom, don't mind our workstation, which is why we have 1/4" OSB overwrap on the island so nothing gets damaged, and it gives us a space to work from. So we got these light fixtures in. This light fixture is hung, but it is not finished yet. We have to set all the heights for our little glass things here, and these things are surprisingly heavy. And so we're actually gonna do like staggered height. So they're kind of all over. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. You kind of just saw a glimpse of something that probably means absolutely nothing to you or you couldn't care less about, but for me is like one of the biggest highlights of coming to the tail end of a project. And that is peeling the plastic off the windows. You see this pane, nice, clear, see through it. And then that side is cloudy and got all the stickers. You don't realize how much light is filtered out by the films that are on the windows. When you start to peel them, you get so much more natural light in the house. It starts to feel so much more open, and it just feels like you are coming to the end of the project. So that's a huge highlight for me. We can't peel all of them yet, so we still have people in here working, but I wanted to peel those ones so you guys could see it. And then we actually peeled the insides of all those. With the snow on the ground, I can't put a ladder outside to peel the outsides. So hopefully later this week, Mother Nature will play nice and I can get a ladder out, peel those off, and then the great room's gonna feel nice and open. Another thing we got plumbing fixtures. So for the kitchen, we went with this black and gold. I think it looks pretty sharp. It ties in nice with the windows behind it, with the cabinets, and then you've got the black and gold for these light fixtures. to tie in with that. Last time you guys were here, we were talking about how we have the house sold and that the buyers were making their backsplash decision. So they have picked that out. We're actually just able to get the tile here, and it's going to start install this beginning of this week. So that is the one that they picked. It's going to install vertical like that, and I think it's going to be pretty darn sharp. So that's what all these boxes laying around are, is the tile for that. We have functioning garage door openers. Don't mind the cords going down right now. There are outlets up on top. We just have to put a logger cord so they reach, not a big deal. We'll tackle that this week. So let's jump over to the other side of the house where I'm gonna say the most meaningful changes have been made. And this is gonna really highlight how nice having the windows cleaned off. And another great part of the project, uncovered floors. And again, cameras never do justice on how much light a room has, but I have no lights on in here. And it is just, it's super bright. The floors, I can already see on the GoPro, look darker than they are in person. They're a real nice white oak. They look just sharp. And you'll see we still don't have plates on the walls, and we don't have our register vents on the floor ducts. Now, that's a decent update, decent change. This is one that I absolutely love, and I don't have the dimmer switch in yet, so it's a little bright, but we now have the master tub and this really cool fixture above it. It's probably actually so bright right now that it's hard to see it. Let's see what happens if we flip it off. Yeah, not as good. So clients of the last house we built picked the light identical to that, but 5 times the size. Absolute monster fixture. It looked so cool. So when we found that they made a smaller version of it, we're like, we have to find a place where we can integrate this into this spec build. And I think this was the perfect one. What do you guys think of this faucet setup? It's kind of got like this modern thin spot that the water comes out of. So it'll be like a really wide waterfall coming down. You got your handheld, and of course, temperature control there. And then you guys saw the fixtures that we picked for in here in the boxes, but you hadn't seen them installed. So that is what they look like. We've got the gold handles with the black base. I think it ties nice with the gold veining in the countertops here. You know, same story over there, black and gold. Light fixtures are in here for the vanities. And then we have another big change, which these guys, it blows my mind how fast they work, but we got our closet organizers in. And I mean, you guys saw how big this space was when we were in here before. Ton of storage space. And again, another window that we peeled the film off of, and it just, there's so much light in here. And oh, the snow, go away, snow. Yeah, that is the master closet, all decked out, ready to go, floor coverings up. And then there's our nice little sunshine of a fixture in the back. So what do you guys think? Is that a decent amount of progress here in the last, I think it's been about a week and a half. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's a week and a half. I don't know, my days have kind of begun to blend together at this point in time. To me, it feels like a lot has changed, and a lot is going to change in the next week. So in the next week, we're going to have the electrician will be back out. He'll get those set, we'll get that done. We'll get the fan in there. We'll get the other fixture in over the entryway. All of the under cabinet lighting will be in this week. The backsplash is going to be in this week. The appliances are going to be in this week. So today's Sunday, we get appliances Tuesday. Then we get carpet on Thursday. And the only places we're having carpet are the basement stairs and then the 3 bedrooms upstairs, which makes me think we didn't go upstairs to check on anything. And I think there's someone hiding up here trying to avoid the camera. Let's play, I hear, let's sneak attack. Found her. It's my partner in crime. You guys are actually gonna probably see a little bit more of her as we get into the next project on the Build Your Own House series. Side note, if you know what I'm talking about, we have a series we started that is going to take you from building your own house all the way from lot selection to complete, ready to move in home. And we're gonna take you through the entire process. And to help with that, She's on site almost every day, so she's gonna be able to shoot little video clips throughout the day, seeing little details of how things are done while the guys are on site. And then we'll be able to take that and tie it in with like the weekly update videos that we do. So it should allow us to give you a better, more encompassing overview of like the day-to-day along with the broad strokes that we kind of go over. So make sure you subscribe so you see those videos as they start to come out. And I know I'm totally off track here, but here's an idea of how much light does not come through. You know, it's kind of dark in here, and that's the south-facing window, and all the other rooms were super bright. Same thing, this feels kind of dreary with the plastic still on. Yeah, can't wait for that to change. Not a lot of updates upstairs on the house. Yeah, of course, we've got the plumbing done, get the light fixtures in, your toilets are in, faucets are in, but you know, the main feel of the house is downstairs. But this will be completely done up here on Thursday. Carpet will be in, everything's gonna be done. So I'm certain there's something that I have missed on this update since so much has gone on. Did my best to remember it all as I'm flying through the house, shooting video and letting you guys know. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions. If there's anything that you want us to include in the Build Your Own House series that we might not be thinking about, which I guess how would you know what we're thinking about? But give ideas down below and we'll find a way to incorporate them into the videos that we're doing. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out our projects. We hope you find some value from it, and we'll see you on the next episode.